Hello again. It's the 20Kajsa show. How are you doing? So,
Sorry.
we're actually doing a serious subject today. It's all going to be about black magic symptoms, how black magic is done in some ways, how people have those symptoms and know it's black magic, and how we perceive those black magic stuff as well too. Because in your awareness, having this awareness stuff, you see things differently rather than just hitting you. Is that right, Kajsa?
Yes. Sometimes you may also see how the black magic manifests from the magician's point of view. So it can show up in many, many different ways. You really have to know yourself and know what magic is about for you to distinguish between the differences.
And the problem is magic is done all around the world, in all cultures, in all religions. People who believe in God do black magic. People who don't believe in God do black magic. People can do black magic in one religion and they do it to people in another religion. There's an infinite variety of means and methods that go on.
People can also do black magic without knowing they're doing black magic. There's also that.
There's the evil eye, just looking at someone and sort of thinking, I really hate you, I'm really so jealous, you're so beautiful, I want you to be ugly and have no love in your life.
Yeah.
And it's
terrible.
Sorry, it's if you kind of make it heavy, then it's a problem. So you have to be able to joke about these things as well too.
Yay.
Otherwise, it gets really serious and really heavy, and we have to look like we're really depressed.
So return everything to sender.
Yes, return to sender. That's the video we did the other day.
Yeah,
return
check it out.
To sender. A really good video.
Like and subscribe.
Absolutely. So this thing about symptoms, you can just feel heavy, you can feel like you're blocked in your life, people don't talk to you or people don't communicate to you in the right way, you feel that opportunities get closed down before you even turn up. You trip over things, you walk into
you may
things.
Perceive a lot of abuse as well coming into your life.
Yeah, people are just disrespectful, they just ignore you, you feel like you're not there. Yeah. And that can be friends, that can be family, work colleagues, strangers, all sorts of weird ways. And it's not kind of paranoia either. There's something else that's going on.
Yeah.
And it's our job to help people to to find out, because it's what you think it might be, and there's what it could be. And black magic is easy to do. Anyone can do it. You just have to really hate someone, basically.
Yes, it's very
simple as that.
Or just really dislike them, maybe.
Yeah. And you can just build on those sort of things. Professional magicians don't have that hate or dislike. They're just saying, yeah, pay me, I'll do it. So easy to do black magic. But it's a bit like unscrambling the scrambled egg and putting it back into its egg. It's impossible to do from that point of view. So it's easy to scramble an egg and mix it all up, but you can't unscramble it.
No.
But that's kind of, in essence, what you have to do.
So I suppose you're wondering now how we can do it.
Yeah. How do we do it, Kajsa?
Oh, there are many ways. Many different ways.
There are many ways. And
there's hope.
There's hope. And
for sure.
And a lot of what we do is done in our own consciousness, our own awareness. And the idea is you expand your awareness out. You don't shrink it down, which is what people do in your life. You feel very small, compressed, squashed up, unable to move. You feel you can't, it's like being claustrophobic, trapped in a box or a coffin or something like that.
Difficult to breathe sometimes.
Yeah, literally, you can sort of, it's sometimes when I experience bad energy, I feel like I'm choking, I feel like I'm going to throw up. Like, oh my God.
Yeah,
It's a horrible kind of thing that goes on.
I suppose you're really happy I'm around then.
Yes, because Kajsa generally doesn't get so sick on these things. I do.
And I find it's not fun that any of you are going through this.
No.
But I personally love dealing with it. It's like I really enjoy dealing with black magic. I enjoy solving the problem.
Yeah. And it's
my kick.
It's finding the symptoms, and you have to trace things back, maybe through other things that are going on in your life, and finding the thread that's going to take you to whoever is doing these things and how they did it and when they did it.
Oh God, yeah.
It just goes on and on and on.
Work.
It is. it is detective work, but the clues come from the person, people we help. They give us a little bit, find out the background of things, and then you can sort of work out energetically back to the source.
Yes.
And then it's about changing and transforming that energy. Sometimes it's easy to do. You can do in 5 minutes. Some of these things.
They're not.
Some of these things, in our own lives.
But sometimes they are. Yeah.
Yeah, Sometimes in life they take weeks or even longer. It's difficult to say sometimes. But the rule of thumb is the longer these things have been going on, the harder it is, and the longer it takes to fix them.
Yeah.
The good news is that whatever's been taken from you, whatever's been done, when the healing happens, you get more back than was taken. How does that work? Well, it does. You get a greater life because your life has moved on anyway in some ways.
I think it's to do with the space that you open up from eliminating the black magic.
Yeah.
New stuff shows up all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because the old stuff's gone.
Yeah, and suddenly there's other opportunities you never knew were there.
Yeah, I know.
It's quite amazing how it works.
It's actually kind of the best feeling that I know is when something that, if black magic goes away, you're free to do.
It's when you see people's lives change and they become happy, have peace of mind, relationships improved, or they find someone in their life, or they can finally get rid of someone in their life too. That works as well. It's there's some people you can't get rid of, and some people you can't find. And then energetically, is these push and pulls that go on in people's lives that you have to sort of being able to disentangle and just pull out and create
new patterns of harmony.
And give a new sense of perspective on things as well. So
we could talk about symptoms.
Yeah, go on, symptoms. Go on then.
Well, some of the symptoms are that you might have entities or ghosts or spirits possessing you, or playing with your body,
or in your house.
Or in your house, indeed. Yeah, spaces can be possessed really easily.
Yeah.
So some of the symptoms are that you might change your habits somehow, or you start drinking more than usual. You go out, and that way you kind of get more entities. It can be like a real snowballing effect. Once it starts, it just can get worse and worse.
Once things get dirty, they get dirtier.
Yeah.
And they're just not wanting to read religious books anymore, or go to a temple or a mosque, things like this as well, and just having a kind of obsession with dark or bad things as well.
Yeah.
The funny thing is that some people who do these exorcisms, they're actually under the control of the spirits they claim to have got rid of. The spirits are running the show.
Yeah.
The lunatics are running the asylum.
So are you saying that a lot of magicians are actually possessed?
It's the spirits that talk, not the magician.
It's kind of a funny subject when they're so intent on possessing the spirit and controlling the spirit. Ends up to...
Well, it's that whole thing of possession. Who owns who? It's actually being free to live your life and have the space to where you want to be.
Entities are living as well, and they deserve better.
Yeah, they're mistreated. They don't have the freedom or the space to live the life that they want to live.
No. There is some severe abuse going on in this area.
Severe abuse. It's
which is also something we deal a lot with, isn't it?
Yeah. It's so there's other ways that things happen. Black magicians can do implants and explants into you.
Ooh.
What's that one, Kajsa? Implants and explants.
Well, let's say you have somebody in your life who is really intent on making your life hell. And you start to think, my God, this person is so annoying. This person gets on my goat all the time. I just wish this person wasn't in my life, always trying to irritate me.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe you did that. Stop it. I'm a contribution.
Yes,
right?
Yes, Kajsa. Kajsa's a contribution.
Thank you. Anyway.
Very kind and caring.
Instead of just buying... Thanks, that's really sweet. Thank you.
I'm a kind of sweet kind of guy.
Well, instead of... Yes, you are. Instead of just saying, my God, this person really is annoying me, you could sort of say, is this person just maybe really wanting me to think they're very annoying? And if they succeeded, then I would be stuck in thinking they're so annoying all the time. Instead, I have this awareness of this implant or explant. That's what it is.
It's if you believe in auras and things like this, there's some things implanted into your body or your aura that stays in there. And sometimes you can see energetically, like, you know, if you can see auras, sometimes you can see objects in people's auras that shouldn't be there. And they can be looking quite innocuous as well. They don't have to look demonic. And that's the thing about demonic stuff. Demons don't look like demons.
No.
They look like other people. They you know, they can look quite nice and cute and lovely.
Mm.
You know, they're not all minions.
No.
You know,
oh no, no.
And that's half the thing, because sometimes when you apply energy to these things, you actually see them come up in a different light as well. And they're not who you think you are sometimes.
No. Demons often also just stop you from having fun. Like, they're literally here to, what is it? To promote unconsciousness.
Yeah.
That's their main job. And the really good news is that they're really sick of doing that job. They kind of want to just go home now. So if you think you have demons, come to us, because we are more than happy to send them back home. So we're aiding everyone. We're aiding you and the demons, which is really funny, actually. So
it's a win-win situation.
Yeah, they're not who they're perceived by the world to be always.
And it's a bit like, you know, a 2-year-old wants their mom's attention. They're screaming and shouting. She ignores them. And then they have a tantrum on the floor, screaming. And so,
Release me!
I do that regularly. You know, so do I get attention around here.
Yeah.
Sad, but true. So hopefully that's given you some kind of insight into how these things. I mean, you know, we're joking a little bit about it, you know, because you could just be really serious, but actually, it's the joy and happiness that helps release you from these things. Because let's face it, black magic isn't fun. It really isn't. No. Getting out of it and being free and living your life.
Well, even getting out of it
is fun.
Yeah.
And that's the joy of life that you have when they're no longer in your life.
Definitely. Yeah.
So we can help you on these things.
Yeah. Definitely.
So get in touch, and
please like and subscribe and share us around all over the internet if you like.
She's good at these things.
Thank you.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.